What up, peoples? This is Jam and Jay right here, aka Hameen Anglais. I'm just, chilling after a pretty crazy day. Not too sure what time it is. I know it's pretty late. I would say maybe around 8, 9 o'clock. Let me get the exact time. Well, that's what happens when you don't put bags off the bed. So you're looking at 8 p.m. right now. Yup. So 8 p.m. on 11/29 of 14. So my sister-in-law Erica got married today. She is no longer a Lomali. She is a Meza. It's pretty exciting because finally there's every sibling pretty much is married except for one, and that is the youngest sibling. That's Edward. So of this family and my family, both of the youngest siblings are the only ones that are not married, which is super exciting. It's crazy today, man. We everybody up here was up by like 6, 7 o'clock, except for me, because of course you know how guests like to sleep in. They were over there and they fixed everything up. They got the outside table done, the arch, everything. It was a lot of hard work, but they did it as a family. We had a great dinner. We had steak, mashed potatoes, green beans for dinner, which was really interesting because I never had green beans with my steak. And the roll was amazing, freshly baked rolls. We had a 3-tier cake, chocolate and banana filling for one layer, and the next layer was strawberry and vanilla. Pretty bomb. I had like not even a piece, just a taste, because I'm very health conscious now because of my recent gout outbreak. So even here, I took maybe 2 glasses of wine, and that was about it. So pretty much tonight was a very interesting evening. My wife just walked in right now, so you know how it is. Say hi, baby.
Hi.
There you go. Beautiful face. So pretty much it was just another one of those family events. Everybody was around the table, something that I can fully experience, even though me and my family is only 4. So here they have approximately 5 siblings and a mother and a father, everybody else's family. So it was a pretty small, intimate but big event. I'm pretty much, I like to say, satisfied with everything. The dessert, the appetizer table, everything was 100% done by themselves, except for they had a caterer. They had someone bring the food for them. But that was about it. Everything else was arranged by them. They bought the flowers. They made all the centerpieces. They made the take home gifts. One thing that was great, I don't even think I have it around here. Crap, I think it's upstairs. But one thing that I love that the bride and groom did was they gave us blankets. Okay, they gave us throws, which is amazing because it says Fonzie, love, Fonzie and Erica Meza, and then it says when two become one. To me, that is favorable because the couple can have one, and they gave one to each couple. Very strong. It brought something to mind to me. A business that I'm in. Self-improvement is a big thing, and what they end up doing is they end up telling everybody, look, we're getting married, but for a couple that's either not married, currently married, going through things, old married couple, new married couple, doesn't matter, couple barely getting together, couple thinking about getting married, couple going to get married, right? This is a item that you guys can use together. How many times couples that use the same blanket? But a blanket that represents a time in your life where you saw 2 people get joined together, that is very strong, especially right now in the day and age that we live in. We live in a time where marriage is nothing to people. People won't even set foot in marriage. They'll have a boyfriend, girlfriend for 9, 10 years, and they'll just keep it like that. They'll have children, they'll have a house, a whole life with just boyfriend, girlfriend. The kids will know mommy and daddy, but mommy and daddy are not married, and that's interesting to have in this time, because back 20, 30, 40 years ago, you saw couples get together, date, get married, then have children. Now what you're seeing is couples get together, date, have children, and never marry. So this was something very big for me to see. It really opened up my eyes to the hearts of these people, because I know my sister-in-law, but I don't know her that well. And getting to know how she feels about other people, how she cares about them, and ultimately how she wants to infect their life with something that's good shows a lot about a person. Fonzie, I had the chance to interview him a little bit about how he felt about getting married today, which was awesome. He's going to have a very long history in marriage. I can tell you that right now. He is a good guy. Erica's a great girl. She's going to be excited. She's a motherly type. She's an auntie figure, a woman figure. She has a lot of heart, and I love that about her. I'm proud to say that she's my sister-in-law, So everything was awesome. Tonight, actually, things may take a turn for the better. I'd like to announce this one thing, though. In the past month and a half, going on 2 months, I've had my first glass of wine. My first alcoholic, if you want to call it alcoholic beverage, and I'm excited. Today, I also had my first steak in approximately 2 months due to my recent gout outbreak. So I'm excited about that. I'm hitting my goals. I'm continuing to make decisions that the future Jamin, a.k.a. Hameen, a.k.a. Jammin' Jamin, is definitely going to be happy about. Because the person that he is in the future, he's going to look back and say, thank you, because now I'm not going through the same things that you did. You're making my future better. And that's each time everybody's future. Everybody has a future person. We don't know if that future person is going to exist in the future. We didn't have to make plans for him today. Because if you think about it, the present is what we're living in now. But 20 minutes from now is the future. So if I make the decision not to go and party with my friends tonight and get drunk and drive home, then guess what? 20 minutes from now, I'm going to be sitting in my house instead of sitting somewhere getting drunk. And then 50 minutes from then, going home and getting pulled over and going to jail. Or maybe even worse, killing somebody and never coming out of jail. Or maybe even killing myself and hurting my family and other people's families. So it is definitely something that I've learned, and I've learned to take account of, is because you need to learn, you need to grow, you need to make better decisions. One thing that, I'll leave you with this thing too. One thing my father always told me, and it rings true with me today, no matter what I do, no matter what decisions I make, no matter who I talk to, no matter what's going on in my life, before I make a decision, I think about what my dad told me. He told me, the choices that we make affect everybody. I didn't believe that. I'm going to say it again. The choices that we make affect everybody. So if you think about this, a wedding we had today, great event, right? But it affects everybody in the family. I had to travel with my wife and my daughter, okay? My mother-in-law, my niece, and my nephew, okay? 5 people that I love dearly on a plane over 3,000 miles. I took 2 planes to get here. So we had to hop flights. We had to keep them all together, get our luggage together, get our baggage together. It affected us in that way. It also affected us in a way of weather, climate. We came from California to Vermont and Plattsburgh, which have a way colder, harsher climate in the wintertime than California, which we were not prepared for. So it affected us in a way of finances as well, because we had to get prepared for that. We had to buy the funds, not the funds, we had to buy the clothing and all that for that. So what you choose to do, have a wedding in Vermont, have a wedding in the wintertime, have a wedding when your family's 3,000 miles away, it affects everybody. It affects people living with you, people not living with you. Another example, bad side of things, okay? I got a DUI approximately 2 years ago. I was convicted of a DUI 2 years ago. 2.5 years ago, I was cited for a DUI, okay? I made a choice to be present within a vehicle, and at that time, I was under the influence and nowhere near coherent enough to even give a full disclosure of information that I was doing that night. But I made the decision to leave a safe haven and had people tell me not to go. I went anyway, did what I wanted to do, left. Thankfully, no one got hurt, and I got a DUI. That affected my wife and my daughter because, number one, they couldn't get a hold of me for over 24 hours. Number 2, I had to give money to other entities in order to maintain my normal stature of life. That affected my daughter and my wife. Time taken away to go to classes. That affected time with my daughter, time with my wife, time that we had to do things together. Money, because I had to pay all of this fines, but not just that. I have higher insurance. for the next few years to have higher insurance. Some insurance won't even carry me. So right now, I choose not to even deal with insurance companies. I choose not to even hold a driver's license. I choose to only travel. I choose to only abide by the common natural law, man law, which is the Constitution of the United States of America. Everything else is just pushed to the side because it's going to cost extra money for us to do that. And we have other goals in our life. So everything you do affects everybody. The choices we make affect everybody. So I'd like to say goodbye to you guys for today. Hopefully you learned something from what I've talked about today and share with you my experiences. One thing, the last quote I will leave you with. It's effective for everybody, no matter what situation you're in. You can say, I don't have any family. It doesn't affect anybody, this and that. But let me tell you one thing. All of us are a sum of every single decision that we have made until this point. So you made some good decisions, you made some bad decisions, but regardless of it, it added up to who you are today, what made you today, what you've been through today. So even though you may not have any family or may not think that what you do affect people, the decisions you make or where you're at today is because of the sums of all those choices that you've made. So signing out, Hami Nangle. Peace.